This is the new 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M2 processor, and we're going to have a little look around it today. Now, I will have another video coming soon where I go through all the benchmarks, but I wanted to give you a quick glimpse at this powerhouse I have in front of me. Hi everyone, my name is Monty and welcome to InsideWire, and let's just jump straight into it. So I hope you enjoyed that little ASMR unboxing just there. So we have inside the box, we have the MacBook Pro itself, we have the power adapter, we have the power block, and the UK plug that you need to go with this. The cable itself is a 2-meter cable. And inside here we have the MacBook Pro quick start guide. We'll have the terms and conditions and everything. We have the black stickers, so this shows that it is the Pro model. So you have that. This model I have in front of me is the M2 10-core CPU, which has 6 performance cores, 4 efficiency cores, and a 16-core neural engine. It has double the memory bandwidth compared to the standard M2 model, and if you haven't seen my video on the Mac Mini already, there's a link popping up on the screen now, and also it'll be down in the description below. So taking a quick look at the physical unit itself, we have the nice black Apple logo on the front. We have the I/O inputs on the side. So to start with, on the side you have the MagSafe 3, and also with that you get the color matching adapter. So if you have space gray, it'll be space gray, and if you have silver, it will be silver. It's not a big deal, but it's the small little touches that count. You have 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, which can do 40 gigabits per second, and a 3.5mm jack. On the other side you have an SD card reader, which some people have said it was a bit jiggly in the last one. You had to wiggle it around a little bit to get in there. So we can take a look at that also in our further in-depth review. We have another Thunderbolt 4 port, and we have HDMI 2.1. This supports up to an 8K display at 60Hz or even a 4K display at 240Hz. But this changes if you use 2 additional displays, so keep that one in mind. I have to say it's very good that Apple are still including their power packs with this at the moment, I say, because maybe one day in the future they probably will disappear as well. This 14-inch MacBook Pro battery will give you up to 18 hours of usage. However, there's a few caveats with that. The 18 hours is just video playback. For web browsing, that drops dramatically to 12 hours, which is still pretty decent. If your day job is browsing the web all day, then you can get 12 hours out of it. I'd like to see what it would do with something a little bit more intense, like video editing, and how much it will drop. You can buy 2 different power adapters with this. There's a 67 watt, which comes with this one, and 96 watt if you buy the 12-core M2 Pro version. Now let's go inside and see what's inside here. We have the 2 speakers on the side, which, just like every MacBook Pro so far, sounds amazing, and I don't think this is going to be any different. This trackpad is also nice as well. Again, same as the previous one. I like the big trackpad that it takes up the whole space, so it's easier for you to use these gestures. Now, I do have one question for you. The touch bar. It's been over a couple of years now since it's gone. Do you miss it? Did you use it? Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts were on it and whether you'd want to see it come back. The screen resolution is 3024 by 1964, and if anyone's counting, that's 254 pixels per inch. The brightness is at 1000 nits, but the HDR content gives you a max brightness of 1600 nits. It has a ProMotion Tech display for adaptive refresh rates, and that will go up to 120 Hz. Now you have Wi-Fi 6E built on it to get to the 6 GHz spectrum, which can deliver some crazy speeds if you have a Wi-Fi 6 router. You can get up to 5.4 gigabits per second throughput speed. And there's also Bluetooth 5.3. There's not too much difference there to note though. What can you configure? Well, to start with, you have 2 different M2 Pro version CPUs. One's a 10-core, one's a 12-core. The 10-core gives you a 16-core GPU, and the 12-core gives you a 19-core GPU. So just a little bit more powerful. And if you want to step this up to the max, you go to the M1 Max. The base model starts at $2,000 or $2,100 if you're in the UK, but the M2 Max will set you back $3,099 and $3,200 in the UK. But if you really wanted to max everything out, so that's 96 gig of RAM, 8 terabytes of hard drive space, you're looking at $6,300, $6,500 in the UK. One thing to note is the UK prices have jumped up, and they have been slowly over the last few years. We were previously under the US dollar value, but now we're above. So keep that one in mind if you are buying, because the Mac is now considerably more expensive. I will also be running some tests over the week and hope to come back with an in-depth review. So if you want to see something tested, drop me a comment down below, and do hit the subscribe button with the bell so you know when that video comes out. I hope you found this video useful. This is InsideWire. and I'll see you in the next one.